So, I want to talk about Doctor Strange, specifically this scene. This scene features two of my favorite actors, Benedict Cumberbatch and Chiwetel Ejiofor. Now, I'm pointing out this scene because it does something that I think most Marvel movies do not do, and that is taking two phenomenal actors, giving them gripping dialogue, and having them play off of each other with their ability. I don't think this happens enough in the Marvel universe. I don't think this happens enough in the comic book universe in general. But this is actually one of my favorite scenes in the Doctor Strange movie because it is just two great actors feeding off of each other and just going for it. Now, you know, Chiwetel Ejiofor is probably my favorite actor of the 2020s. Just personally, I think that he is criminally underrated. But his performance with Baron Mordo, his portrayal of that character is just, as usual, he knocks it out of the park. Every scene, almost every scene that he's in, he makes you believe that he is this character. But this is probably my favorite scene in the movie. Now, in this scene, Doctor Strange has just confronted the Ancient One and basically said, hey, I know that you're feeding off of the dark energy of Dormammu to keep yourself alive. I know how you do it. You know, you're busted. And Chiwetel Ejiofor's character, Baron Mordo, confronts Doctor Strange on addressing the Ancient One. He's basically like, you have no right to talk to her like that. You don't know the burden that she rests on her shoulders. And Doctor Strange is like, yeah, I don't care. Mordo's like, you're a coward. And Doctor Strange is like, because I'm not a killer. And Mordo just goes off on him, just like, these zealots will snuff us the first chance they get, and you can't manage the fortitude to snuff them first. And it's just a brilliant scene of two actors who are just, the pinnacle of their craft. Benedict Cumberbatch is amazing, and they are just feeding off of each other. They are just going for it. And we really need more scenes like this in comic book movies, because this is a scene that's just, all it is dialogue and acting chops. That's all it is. That's all that really sets it apart from anything. And I'm really bringing this up basically to highlight the fact that it's not really the action scenes or the scenes with a plot twist or anything like that that bring you back to movies. What I find is that the things that bring you back to movies are usually incredible moments of this deep or dynamic acting, or dialogue that is so gripping that it speaks to some truth in you. Like, even in this movie, Doctor Strange, the action scenes, like the mirror sequences and the fighting scenes with the magic, are all done pretty well, right? But those are almost never the scenes I find myself coming back to. It's usually scenes of acting or dialogue. And I think that that's probably true with most people. Now, there are the odd scenes of action that you come back to that are just so cool, you got to see them again. But I think, for the most part, when most people are rewatching a movie that they like or that they love, they're usually watching it for some type of drama. And I think that's what sticks with us longest. And in any movie. I think that's what it is. I think, like, if you go back and watch, I've rewatched Infinity War plenty of times, not to see Thanos beat the shit out of the Avengers, but to watch Spider-Man turn to dust in Tony's arms. That's the scene I go back to. And I think that that's probably the truth for everybody, or at least for most people. And this scene in Doctor Strange is a scene that I find myself coming back to because it is so well acted on both sides. I believe both of these characters. But that's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all think.